On this video, we're going to review adding mixed numbers or adding two mixed numbers and talk about what happens when we add two mixed numbers and we end up with still a whole number, but our fraction ends up being an improper fraction. So I want to take a look at this problem here, which is 2 4/5 plus 1 1/4. We're going to follow the same four square method this whole time. So again, I'm going to start in the second box by listing my multiples. So I know the first 5 multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I know the first 5 multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. And I noticed that the one that they have in common, they have the 20 in common. So that's what I'm going to be working with for this one. That's going to be my LCD, and I can go ahead and write it down at the bottom as well. You can also tell that down here in the third box, again, as a reminder, I don't need to do anything with the whole number, but just move it over. So I've gone ahead and moved the whole number over on both of them. Now I've got to figure out 5 times what gives me 20. So if I look back up at my multiples, it would be 5 times 4. So I've got to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 4. 4 times 4 gives me 16. So my first fraction is going to be 2 16/20. My second one, I've got the denominator 4. So 4 times blank equals 20. Well, that's going to be 5. So 1 times 5 is 5. And I have 1 5/20 as my other fraction. So looking in that fourth box there again, I can split it so I can look at just my fractions and then just my whole numbers. For my fractions here, when I add my two numerators, 16 plus 5, I'm actually going to get 21 this time, and my denominator is still going to stay the same of 20. And then when I have 2 plus 1, I'm going to get 3. But looking at that fraction there, 21/20, well, that's what we call an improper fraction because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So what I've got to do is I've got to go back and I have to actually make 21/20 into a mixed number. So down at the bottom here, I'm going to go ahead and set up my division problem. I know that 20 can go into 21 one time. 1 times 20 is 20. I subtract, I get 1. So my mixed number is 1 1/20. Well, because 21/20 is equivalent to 1 1/20, I have to now forget that that's there because now it is 1 1/20. But I still have a 3 that's left over here. So what I actually have to do is add 1 1/20 to 3. So when I do that, my final answer to this problem is going to become 4 1/20. So 2 4/5 plus 1 1/4 would be 4 1/20 as my final answer. We will make sure that you guys know how to convert those improper fractions into new mixed numbers for your final answer.